Welcome back to Better. Francis Strange is going to join us for Hot Topics because we're talking about social situations, something you're of an expert in. What's the most awkward social situation you've been in, and how, or that you witnessed, and how did people deal with it?
We don't always know what's the background of what's going on at the events that we do, but you know there's going to be one. When you're planning an event, you just try to go through as many scenarios as you can.
There's going to be drama when you get that many people together in one place.
There's going to be drama. We're dealing with the drama in the kitchen because something is going to happen. So we try to think through, and because we've been in business for over 50 years, we've
seen it all, I'm sure.
We've thought through a lot of them.
But then you probably, I'm sure that if you see all of the family drama just comes to a head at an event like that.
Too much drinking, too much drinking, and too much time together, and boom.
Do you get caught in the middle of that sometimes?
No, we really don't.
Okay.
As I say, we have enough drama going on. You know, if something's been dropped in the kitchen or something. One thing that comes to mind, we had planned for months for a very large event in Corpus Christi, 1,500 people. And planned and planned and planned. And a South Texas rancher passed away, and they wanted Don to do the funeral and the memorial service and everything at the ranch, which was remote, obviously. And of course, it ended up being on the same day. So he was planning an event for the funeral service for 800 people while he had 1,500 people as the crow flies, not too far away.
Oh my God.
So he had to hire a helicopter to take him from the ranch
back and forth
back to Corpus so he could get there in time. The glitch came when Mrs. Bush and Vice President Cheney were present.
That would do it, yeah.
That was fine, but there was a no-fly.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
So his helicopter couldn't take off until they left the service.
Oh my God.
So, sometimes the really awkward things happen before the party even starts. When my wife and I made our who to invite to the wedding list, that can be like, a wedding can be called off over the fights that happen there. How do you decide who goes on the list? You have that thing where, well, if I invite Aunt Edna, then I've got to invite Uncle Ted. And if this friend comes, well, that friend's got to come.
Right.
That kind of takes you from a small wedding to a large wedding.
Right.
And it's just something that you have to decide. Their family, they're always going to be there. Are they always going to remind you that they were not included? Or tell you what a wonderful event and thank you so much for inviting them?
I say if they were very present in your life beforehand, before the wedding, then they get to come. If you don't really know who they were afterwards, because chances are they're not going to show back up again.
Well, and I'm a child of divorce, so I've got this really sort of dysfunctional, bizarre, multiple families, and my mom's like, where's your dad going to be staying? And my dad's like, where's your mom going to be staying? And I literally had to tell them, listen, if you can't behave and be happy for me, don't come, okay? Because you screwed up your marriage. I'm not going to screw up mine. Like we had to have a little, throwdown before my wedding with my parents, where I said, if this is anything but the nicest wedding ever, I'm done with you.
And that's the best thing. You got it situated before the wedding. This was not something that would pop up the day of the event.
What did pop up at our wedding, and which is too late, random people in pictures that we still to this day do not know were at our wedding. They were dancing around. I kid you not. People kept coming up saying, do you know who that is? No one knew who they were.
Wedding
Still trying to figure out how to deal with that and get a gift from them.
They had a good time.
They didn't bring a gift, and we can't track them down.
You can crash my wedding.
I'm telling you.
But bring some crystals.
Yeah, I need to find. You know who you are. You know who you are.
At my parents' 50th anniversary party, there is a young man in our family picture that we don't have any idea who he is.
Your family is so fabulous. He wanted to be.
That's why God made Photoshop.
Yes. Thank you, Francis. We'll see you in a minute.